All right, I'm here. I'm back. I haven't, you know, I haven't streamed yesterday because I had, a bit of a rough day, and it's still rough now. But I'm going to code today. I'm going to make the game twice, right? Um, right now it's it's only the start of the day, and at the end of the day, I also will stream. So yeah, it's going to be not a long stream, 1 hour max, right? And I think it's going to be great. Oop, I opened the Fruity Loops. Shit. Yeah, buddy. Alright, close that. Close that. Just like this. And yeah. Come on, let's do it. Um, yeah, things are a bit, like, a bit tough for me, right? Hmm, I have quite a, um, I would say this is my, like special ability, right? I easily lose things. I easily forget about things. I easily, just, I'm so unattentive sometimes. It's just like, it is crazy. Inattentive, unattentive. I don't know how to say this. Yeah. Stuff's crazy, right? And, it gets me in trouble a lot. When I do forget things, I do forget appointments, I forget my things. And, what happened is, I lost my shirt. And I need to go to my brother's wedding in like a couple of days. As I've told you, like those are the wedding days, right? So I'll be gone, but I'm still gonna take my laptop with me to stream if I can. If I find the Wi-Fi or whatever. If not, I'm just gonna record, and then when I'm gonna be back, I'm going to upload all the videos, right? But I'm still gonna stream, right? I'll still find the courage to, like stream or do something, because yeah, because I have to do it, right? I have to. Can I do it like that? Boom. No, it doesn't stop moving. That's the thing, though. Oh, never. I position, whatever. Maybe I could use the player's transform and place it right where the door at. So, kind of TPs to the door. Oh, whatever. Okay, so we have this, right? And my only problem is that now I need to make the story, an actual fucking story. I have all the elements, I can use them, just like that. I need to make the story. And this is the tough part, right? Mm, story time is crazy, okay? Story time at 17th day is crazy, but yeah, I still have. Okay, so I need to actually. This is going to be more of a thinking stream. You're not going to see much probably, or you're going to see much. Okay. That. Other things that I don't want you to look at. Obsidian. All right. Let me do it like this. I'm gonna close. Oh shit. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna open Obsidian because there's way too much of my own stuff, right? And I don't want you to see. And I'm going to create some kind of, maybe new stuff here, maybe screen, right? And I'm here. Okay, HGGJ, right? Going to be called like this. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here, the stream, right? Okay, so you will have the thing, which is, well, HGGJ, right? Yeah. Okay, so I have this. I need this a lot. Now I need to just make my stuff, right? Or how do I do it? Like that, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have this. Okay, I think maybe let's have house part, right? Step one, house, right? And it's gonna be simple. Well, actually, let me start with the story. Morgan is a painter. That's what I've been able to create in the previous streams. Morgan is a painter, right? Morgan is a painter. And let me open the paint, by the way. No pun intended. Game plan. Yeah. Okay, Morgan. Time moves strangely for Morgan. Hours can feel like minutes. Deadlines appear suddenly. Morgan is a painter. All of his works are half finished. Something always seems to be missing. I've already covered that. So this is done, right? This is actually done. Like this thing is done. This is what I've told, right? Okay. Now what I haven't been able to be doing, right? Like that. How do I do this actually? Okay. What is this? When I just it's with the okay, I get it. Okay, this doesn't work at all. So I'm going to do just like that. Okay, Morgan is a painter. All of his works are half finished. Something always seems to be missing. Uh, what else? Those are going to be like the uh, story hints, right? Story hints. Okay, those are the hints. What is the plot, right? Morgan is a painter, and I'm going to copy this text right here. Okay. Something always seems to be missing. One day, he wakes up. Starts his casual routine of being casual routine of being in a rush, right? Being in a rush. Each single, every single day is the same for him. Wake up. Go to work. Go home. And repeat. Right? But something black and white. Tiny little guiding light shows his way around this crazy world. Uh, every single day is the same for him. Wake up, go to work, go home, paint, repeat. One day, though, he wakes up, starts his casual routine of being in a rush. But something along the way changes. The guiding, uh, you know, player. If player if guiding light player decides to go against Morgan's instincts, but something along the way changes if player decides to go red each time. Instead of going green. Player decides to go red each time instead of going green. Green being what Morgan is comfortable doing every day. Comfortable doing ensues the opposite. But opposite doesn't mean that. It means something different. Something different. Untried. This is what scares Morgan. But if player decides to go all red, Morgan will discover that maybe there's another way to live life. Okay, once again, Morgan is a painter. All of his works are half finished. Something along seems to be missing. He sees everything in black and white. Only a tiny little guiding light shows his way around this crazy world. Every single day is the same for him. Wake up, go to work, go home, paint, repeat. One day, though, he wakes up, starts his casual routine of being in a rush, but something along the way changes. If player decides to go rage, along the way changes. If player decides to go red each time instead of going green, green being what? The opposite. Way to live life. To speak to the girl at work isn't all that bad. Maybe making his bed isn't that hard. Maybe eating the right food isn't this boring. Maybe finding the courage to paint maybe painting isn't right foods isn't this boring. Maybe painting isn't wasting time. So, okay, this is going to be a root game now that I understand this, and choose your route kind of thing. It kind of scares me because, it's kind of hard to implement, right? Along the way. How do I detect this? Well, I could go with casual, like tracking all the tick boxes, right? But I have to be sure about this. So, okay, now I have the plan in mind. Okay, home. Let's do it. Home, right? Is this two? Well, it has to be three then. Home. Plot. Game plan. Home. Uh, green ending. Green ending. Player is the same. He is the next day. Cycle of the game repeats. Once you hit the green ending, you're good. Not you're good. Playing the game again. Red ending. Player changes after this day. Cycle breaks. Player wakes up and sees the colors. Starts paint. Good ending. End of game. Game over. Over, bro. So that's it. Okay. What do I need for the good ending? Yeah. Good ending. I mean green ending, right? Not good. Green ending. That's the bad ending. That's no ending at all. That's just feeding the cycle, right? In order for that, Morgan needs, what does he need? He needs to click. Okay, what is the bad day? Not making his bed, right? Okay. Making his bed. Oh, actually tutorial though. Actually tutorial though. Zero tutorial. Green ending. But shit. Use all green circles that Morgan likes. It will cause him to oversleep and wake up right at the time frame. Right at the wake up late. So the red ending is pretty simple, right? Red ending. Choose all red circles, and Morgan will say this was a bad dream that caused him to wake up a little earlier. He has time to do all the right things now. So when he wakes up, right? Oh, he woke up. Green ending. What do we do with that? And obviously, I need a dollar. Dollar is what I need. Hey, hey. Okay. Okay. Not making his bed. Not uh. His teeth. Not eating the right food. And the red ending is going to be a red ending is going to be making his bed, brushing his teeth, eating the right foods, right? Oh, I get it. So it's like that. Ooh, it's like that. Plus this, plus that, right? Okay, whatever. Eating the right foods, right? Okay, he does all that. Cleaning the dishes, washing the dishes, right? Washing the dishes, not washing the dishes, right? Let's take that and place it here, here, here. Okay. How does the red ending come? If he does everything, like everything red, or if he does not everything red, right? Like if he does something red along the lines, what does trigger his, like thing? Hitting enough reds along the way? Whatever. Okay. Uh, Step two, outside, right? The green ending is going to be, okay, what outside could, like maybe choose. Okay, outside is going to be different. Like different. It's not going to be like this or that. It's going to be actually really, really interesting in that sense because it will require him Hmm. Let me think. Let me think. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, this is really tough, though. This is actually really tough. Okay. Okay. Outside is going to be like like more creative in that sense. It's not going to be the real outside. It's going to be some kind of puzzles. I'm thinking puzzles, right? Some kind of puzzles that he'll have to go through, right? He could choose, like mm, oh yeah, maybe he goes and he sees that guy or that like old lady at the bench, some old guy who always scares them, right? And he's like, no, don't talk to him, don't tell him. Like, hey, stop! Look at me! Hey, come here, looking stupid idiot! Come here, come here, come here! And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm not gonna talk to this guy. I'm not gonna talk to this guy. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. No, no, no. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And you do it, and it's like, fuck. Yeah. And like, what's good? Like, hey, why do you always ignore me? And like, I was in a bit of a rush, like stuff like this. And they have a conversation. Turns out this guy's great. Like he was like an old painter. Oh yeah. Not talking to crazy grandpa at bench. He's a painter. He's a painter. Okay, that's the green ending, right? Going like not doing the red things. It doesn't necessarily mean that he has the green light following him, but yeah, he kind of just like, you know, just goes against that red color, right? Goes against that red color. So yeah, maybe not green then. Maybe it's gonna be like normal ending. Normal ending. Not doing the right things. Just not doing the right things or doing the right. So it's normal and ignore ignore Red's ignore Red's I mean playing the same game again. Normal ending, not talking to crazy grandpa at the bench. He's a painter. Okay, and he has, like some kind of they have a little talk and then he goes his way, right? Uh What else? What else? What else? I like this one. I like this one. So we have a crazy grandpa at the bench, right? Um, he has a bus to ride, right? He rides the bus. I don't think I can do anything in the bus though. Or can I? Can I do anything in the bus? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I am not sure if he is able to do anything in the bus, right? If he has something to do in the bus, I'll be crazy. But probably no. Like, what can go wrong there, right? I mean, not much. Not much to cover. Okay, maybe. Crazy grandpa at the bench. It could be, it could be like, I don't know, I don't know. What else could there be on the way to work? What could go wrong? Like, what does he face every day going there that he is too scared to do, right? Hmm, I don't know, I don't know. I have to think about this one. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Think, think, think. What is there to solve, right? Okay, so the crazy grandpa at the bench could be good. Sitting at his desk is also the thing, but it's in the works. No, 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 no. I mean, what is there outside? Like, in a home, you could do so much, right? You could do so much at home, right? But what can you do, like, outside? It is crazy grandpa. Maybe, like, mm-hmm. Let me think. Hmm. Hmm. What kind of problems could this guy face, right? When going outside? Maybe going down that scary alley. I don't know. Like, how am I gonna do this though? Yeah, it's kind of trippy. Now that I think about it. Hey, grandpa, or something like that. Hey, grandpa, what are you doing, grandpa? Hey, he's going. He hits the bus. Now he's at the work. Well, let's leave it at that. I think maybe like just the outside thing. Could be a little sequence, right? Could be a little sequence, but work is gonna be a huge sequence. Firstly, he has to take the elevator, right? He's at the, like at the gates, and like, uh, avoid this. I don't know, like, again, it's the person that I'm avoiding, right? Avoid, avoid, avoid. Avoid this person, avoid that person, maybe. No, no, no. Shit. So crazy, right? At work, he can and will meet someone, and this is tough. This is actually tough to think about. Holy shit! At work, well, I mean, it's obvious that I do not talk the normal ending, of course, in mind, right? The normal ending. Do not talk to the girl and the desk next to you. Women are scary. So the red ending, right? Talk to crazy grandpa at the bench. Wow, he is a homeless prodigy. Didn't know that. Do not talk to the girl at the desk next to you. Women are scary. Homeless people. Ah, Haji Painter. Painter. Didn't know that. Do not talk to the girl at the desk next to you. Right. Pick up the phone call Scary. And the opposite is the rap ending, right? Talk to the girl. Pick up the phone. Women are beautiful. Okay. Pick up the phone call. Uh, no phone call. Um, that's my grandma. Okay, how does that cover the thing? Collection of half-finished projects. Done. Morgan's mind connects things in ways others don't always follow, seeing patterns between seemingly unrelated ideas, jumping from topics to topics through invisible bridges of association, and arriving at conclusions through paths that make sense to Morgan but require explanation for everyone else. Hmm. Okay. And cool. Okay, reconnection. That's totally cool too. I love reconnections. Wow. Okay. Work. Work. See me doing Morgan will fall asleep. The working desk getting up closer to nighttime, causing him to wander the streets alone with his thoughts. Where did I go wrong? Maybe I feel like I missed something. today. Something important. Important. Morgan will work like a maniac and go out with a girl for a walk afterwards. That will be great. In the bus. Like that. Crazy story is. Okay, now let's start from the scratch. How do I do this? How do I do this the correct way? What is the correct way of doing this? Right? So, I need to have something to account for my actions, right? If it chooses the actions, chooses the, like the at least one wrong action, some will go good today, right? Okay, if you hit some, you will get, like, generally speaking, good. If it hits all red, you will hit the best ending, like with the colors and stuff. The colors and stuff. And if it hits none, well, shit, go again. We go again. We go again. We go again. Okay. So what do we do this time? This time we do what? We need to account for this, right? How do I do this? Where do the accounts? How to account for actions? Action-based system. Unity. To track players' decisions. Unity. Variables and scripting. Is there another way, like persistent, right? Could I do like JSONs and stuff? Voice-driven games that track players' decisions. And you could use database, a map could work. even as if statements as well. If you're going, it just works approach. The best way to answer this is to sit down with a pen and paper, write out the system not in code, but in concept, declare variables you want to track, define how you want them to be tracked, and how you want them to be relevant. Giving the question literal seconds of thought, probably create a manager class. It would interject any time the player made the decision that you cared about, save the player's decision, and then interject it any time the story could change based on past players' decisions, just accordingly. Okay, so that requires me to draw the thing again, which I hate doing, but this is what I'll have to do. Okay, so if the player, okay, let's start with the home, right? Okay, actually, let's start with the, like, like, how much of the stuff he makes, like, some good could go wrong still. If at the start of the day he didn't, do everything correctly, at the end of the day he'll be like, oh, I'm actually good. Okay, oh, no. Okay, the reason he is asleep at the desk, right? Okay, Jesus. I think I have to do this pen and paper. Sorry, guys. Like, paint is an abomination here because I don't have the mouse right now. I still am on the path of buying batteries. Jesus Christ. Forget it each day. Okay, so let me first do it like this. Okay. The right foods. I mean, no. Eating right foods is going to be this, right? It's going to be sleeping at desk, probably. How do I do it perfectly? Okay, from the start, making his bed. What does the making his bed? Well, I mean, it's just the action of, like, I don't know, like, is the initial, like, his step, right, during the day. Okay, choices. Let me do it like this. Okay, choices, fine, choices. Making his bed. Okay, this and this. Right now, I don't know the answer. No, yes. Okay, what's next? The next is choosing wrong circles. No. Oversleep. To work. Which will lead him to. Well, actually, it's what player says, right? Sleep to work. Dialogue with manager. With manager, right? And choosing the right circles. Yes. I will wake up earlier which will be great. And I have time to do all the things. Okay, what else? Um, okay, maybe to eat or not to eat, right? If he's already in a hurry, if it's no, then he will he will sleep at the working desk, right? If yes, then won't be able to work, right? And if yes, then will be able to work fine. Okay, now we get it. You'll be able to work fine. That's it. Okay, that's the room decisions, right? Is that all? Going for a shower. Yes or no? If no, then talking to girl won't be that exciting. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, and if I went for a shower, if I'm clean, then the girl will fall in love with me and will make beautiful babies. All right. Okay, girl falls in love with you. Okay, falls in love with you. Kidding, just go date. You go date. Okay, this is going to be great. Decision. Those are the home decisions, right? Those are the all home decisions. Home decisions. Okay. Talking to crazy grandpa. If no, painting will not be finished. Painting will not be finished. Yes, Morgan has a breakthrough. Right? She's a painter. Okay, this is the little outsidey thing. At the work, everything's far easier. Okay? Far easier. Okay, he goes to the manager. Um, at work. This is outside, right? And at work, I'll have to talk about this later. Okay, so the main choices are here at home. Making his bed will do what? I don't know. It's just the cosmetic thing, right? But choosing wrong circles, he will wake up earlier so he doesn't oversleep, don't go to work, and manager won't be having him, like on his ass, right? Um, then to eat or not to eat, right? The player's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna buy myself a snack. That's not, that's fine. I'm not gonna, I don't even need to do this. Like, okay, cooks himself a meal or not. He cooked himself a meal, and it's going to be like I'm not gonna have interactions because it's gonna be hard to do this. Maybe just fade in, fade out, right? And fade in, play the sound, fade out. For example, I go to shower, fade in, have the shower sound, fade out. Okay, I'm out of it. And he like says, "Oh, that was a nice shower." Whatever. Okay. The same thing goes for eating the food, right? Maybe make that lasagna or some. Not lasagna. How do you say this? Make the eggs, right? make the eggs, the sound of the frying pan, like the eggs on top of it and stuff like this, cracking eggs, and yeah, eating the food. Okay, fade out. Then, then what do we do? We won't be because of this. You won't be able. We will be able to work fine. Okay, it's gonna be like, yo, you did incredible today. Yo, bro, like, actually, are you like good? Like, are you like okay? You always be like this, and now like, what the fuck happened to you? And like, God, man, I don't know. Like today, I didn't want to do shit, and I did all the things, and it's gonna be like great. Manager, actually, manager will compliment him. Hmm. Manager will compliment him. Okay, going for a shower is solely for a girl. Okay, solely for a girl that you like. Okay, so that's it. Talking to crazy grandpa is gonna have an impact on his painting, right? And all the things together, he'll be like, "Yo, I'm the happiest man alive." And maybe down the line, he'll be like, "Oh, but maybe I did this. Maybe I should do also that next time around." And he does that. And this is like a circlish game. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I have to go to university now. It's been great, actually productive thing. Now I have a clear thing in mind. It's all like looped together. I think it's fine. Tips here and there, bits here and there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you so much.